it's Wiki Whisper. Just wanted to say thank you first of all to the bunch of new subscribers I got from my last video. I woke up and there were loads of emails with people having subscribed to my channel, so thank you very much. That's really lovely. Luckily, I've been home alone a lot this week, so I've been able. I thought I'd make another video. Anyway, yeah. So anyway, I popped into a sushi restaurant store thing after work today, and I got a salmon box thing. It's got some sashimi, nigiri, some rolls, and some seaweed. And I thought I would go ahead and eat that for you. And some water. I can't have a cocktail every time I make a video, or else I risk becoming a drunkard. Too late. I hope I have enough soy sauce. I don't have any actually at home. So all I have is what was in that little. It looks like there's a lot more left in there, but it's just the drops. Maybe I can. That'll do. For the wasabi, I just put little dumps of wasabi onto my sushi. I don't mix it in or anything. Or some people are particular about it, but oops. Got a bit on my finger. Alright, let's see. I'm actually very hungry. My lunch was very unsatisfying today. That's really good. Since my channel is Wiki Whisper, I thought it'd be a good idea if I kind of keep up with the Wikipedia kind of thing. Excuse me. So I'm just gonna read the first bit of the sushi article on Wikipedia. I've never actually looked it up, so it might be interesting. Let me grab another bite. It's really good. Okay. I got sesame seeds all in my mouth. neta, usually raw fish or other seafood. Neta and forms of sushi presentation vary, but the ingredient, which all sushi have in common, is vinegared rice, called sushi meshi. Raw meat sliced and served by itself is sashimi. That's an interesting. I would have thought that they would have said it in common is the seafood aspect, but I guess you can have vegetarian sushi and stuff. I used to love Alaska rolls. It's like all I used to get when I was a student. My partner and I actually made sushi a couple of months ago, maybe like September. We made it at home. We bought the rice, we bought everything, and it turned out pretty good. So this is called the Salmon 3 Ways box. It's from a store called XIII. It's a chain. I'm quite picky about sushi when it's not in a restaurant, because I think if it's horrible, it's really horrible. You know, if it's cheap, if from a grocery store or something like that, it's really bad. So I don't get it from any grocery store here in the US, anywhere. Just because it's really floppy and it's mostly all rice. My partner, we did it because my partner's company supplies, or is a supplier of not only wine, but beers and spirits as well. And they're a specialist provider, and so one of the things that they provide is air supply. I'm getting all my words mixed up here, but one of the things they sell in the store shop is from a company, what's it called? Akashi, I think it is. I'm looking at the bag right now, I'm trying to read it. Akashi or Akasi, I think it's Akashi. And they're a sake producer from Japan. They did this kind of like very intimate little thing last year, which was the impetus for us doing this sushi at home. I always like to thank their UK-based suppliers. I keep saying suppliers, sorry. Suppliers is a word that pertains to stuff at my job. I'm talking about distributors. My partner is a distributor of sorts. They're a private retail distributor. Anyway, they did something for as like a thank you. So they did a sushi making class and a sake tasting, and my partner took me along, and it was amazing. I loved it. I had sake before, but always like cheap sake in like, you know, Leicester Square and like tourist Asian restaurants in London. But this was like really good stuff. It was really amazing, and it really went well with sushi. And the funny thing was that you really can have sake with anything. It doesn't just have to be with Asian food. Everybody always kind of pigeonholes it like that, but you could drink it with, you could eat anything with sake. the sushi making class, we made nigiri and different kinds of rolls. And the Wikipedia article here says, apparently the whole word is nigiri sushi. Nigiri-sushi. Nigiri sushi consists of an oblong mound of sushi rice that the chef presses into a small rectangular box between the palm of the hands, usually with a bit of wasabi and a topping, the neta, or in this case the salmon, draped over it. Neta are typically fish, such as salmon, tuna, or other seafood. Certain toppings are typically bound to the rice with a thin strip of nori, seaweed, most commonly octopus, freshwater eel, sea eel, squid, and sweet egg. I don't really like the sweet egg ones. I don't not like them, it's just they're kind of weird. But I'm saying that eating raw fish on a ball of rice, so. When ordered separately, nigiri is generally served in pairs. A sushi set, a sampler dish, may contain only one piece of each topping. Kunkanmaki, a warship roll, sounds cool, is a special type of nigiri sushi, an oval, hand-formed clump of sushi rice that has a strip of nori wrapped around its perimeter to form a vessel that is filled with some soft, loose, or fine-chopped ingredients that requires the confinement of nori, such as roe, natto, oysters, sea urchin, corn with mayonnaise, and quail eggs. Kunkanmaki was invented at the Ginza Kyubei restaurant in 1941. Its invention significantly expanded the repertoire of soft toppings used in sushi. Temari sushi, ball sushi, is a ball-shaped sushi made by pressing rice and fish into a ball-shaped form by hand using a plastic wrap. I never heard of that one. This is the delicious sashimi, just the meat. Having trouble. And now, for a bit of seaweed, which I really like. So I like the idea of Ronsky Whispers ASMR convention in London. I'm happy to participate in that. So you guys come over and we'll make a mammoth whispering eating video. That would actually be awesome. Oh, oops. Oh, there it is. I'm moving to, like I said in my last video, to a bigger place, so we can all hang out. That's the napkin from the place. They pride themselves, eat beautiful. I don't know about that. imagining is like attractive people and like shirtless men and women in bikinis and stuff like that. And I'm like, I don't look like that. When's that gonna happen? Sorry, I'm getting all the what they're called, sesame seeds. And to finish off, I'm going to have some frozen blueberries that I bought last night and popped in the freezer, so let me just grab them. Sorry if there's lots of loud noises going on there. There you go. I've had frozen blueberries before. My dad put a few in when I was into the freezer when I was still back in like high school or something once, just to try them. And I tasted one and I was like, that's actually quite cool because they freeze like a candy, but just a blueberry. They're quite cool though. No shit. Oops. They're good because you kind of have to like, they're too cold to just like eat. If you just chomp them and swallow them, you won't taste any of the sweetness. You have to let it fall a little bit in your mouth. Which stops fat asses like me from being like, that's what I do with everything. I'll let you in on a secret. I'm not telling anyone really in my real life, but I'm trying to give up chocolate for Lent. Not really for any religious reason. I was raised Protestant, and we didn't do that, like giving up stuff for Lent thing, so it's not really part of my consciousness, but some of my friends at work said that they were giving up some things for Lent, and I thought it would be a good challenge, because I absolutely love chocolate. I didn't say no to all sweets, but I thought chocolate would be a good place to start, so we'll see how that goes. I would quite like to try it, because it's like, what, there's still Easter, and then Easter I can have, but I'm so addicted to chocolate, and I always go out and I get snacks during lunch and stuff, or during the afternoon, and it's really bad, so if I can really focus on cutting down on the bad snacking and everything. That one was tangy, even in frozen state. Just saying the word row on my computer screen reminded me of on Sunday, we walked down to the farmer's market that's just around the corner from our flat, and there's this little like fishmonger stand, and they had this really weird looking fish, and my partner was like, "Excuse me, what is that fish?" And the woman like said, "Oh, it's oh, what was it called? A lump sucker." Immature, but I was like laughing inside because I thought that was funny. But anyway, it's called a lump sucker, and that's where lumpfish caviar comes from. They're ugly as sin. You can Google image them. Oh wow, I have 3 text messages. Oh. Boring. Oh, just normal messages. Nothing too exciting. Excuse me. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to chew really grossly, but they're so cold. I kind of have to be like, ow, ow, ow. Like chew with my mouth open for a second before I these are very cold, and they're making me very cold. Which is not good because it was snowing out earlier. Yeah, I think it's still lightly snowing. Just really, really, really lightly, but I hate it because it's like, it's getting lighter and later, but it's still fucking freezing. This cold water is actually warming up my mouth because those things are so cold. I think I'll leave it there, but I hope everybody's doing well and had a really lovely day, and